In our previous video, we looked at how the Jedi Temple of Coruscant evolved within Legends after the fall of Palpatine and the Galactic Empire. We saw that the temple went through a number of different eras, shaped by the events dominating the galaxy. It was all but abandoned during the Imperial era, obtained meager importance with the establishment of the New Republic and New Jedi Order, reconstructed and transformed following the Yuuzhan Vong War, and then again became the heart of the Order through the outbreak of the Second Galactic Civil War. In this video expose, we'll continue our look at the evolution of the Coruscant Jedi Temple in Legends, starting after the Second Galactic Civil War, roughly 41 years after the Battle of Yavin, and focusing primarily on the transformation of the new Jedi Temple into the Temple of the Sith almost 100 years later, through the power play orchestrated by Darth Krayt and the One Sith. Following the year-long Second Galactic Civil War, and with the Jedi emerging victorious in the conflict, their order would spend the next century evolving and greatly expanding their numbers. At this time, beginning roughly 41 years after the Battle of Yavin, the Jedi protected Coruscant from their newly constructed new Jedi Temple. But almost 100 years later, a new threat would emerge in the galaxy that threatened the Jedi Order, and would ultimately conquer the new Jedi Temple on Coruscant. 127 years after the Battle of Yavin, the One Sith, led by Darth Krayt and underpinned by his philosophy of the Rule of One, emerged from the shadows and waged war against the Jedi. But the Sith plan for dominance over the galaxy wasn't pushed through open visible conflict, but rather through deception and subterfuge. 5 years earlier, the Jedi oversaw a joint project with the Yuuzhan Vong that was meant to revive over 100 worlds that had been devastated over the past decades, utilizing the terraforming abilities of the former invaders. Initially, the Ossus project had tremendous results, healing not only numerous worlds, but also in helping to erase the painful memories of the Vong from the devastating war a century earlier. However, the Jedi had failed to sense the intervention and sabotage of the One Sith. Through the machinations of the Sith, the planets initially assisted by the Jedi and Vong were overwhelmed and devastated with disease and plague, bringing catastrophe to the project. While the Jedi were certain the Vong were innocent and were able to convince the Galactic Alliance, the galactic government in power following the New Republic, this caused numerous planets and systems throughout the galaxy to turn against and withdraw from the Galactic Alliance. Seeing galactic opinion shift so quickly against the Alliance, the Fel Empire, basically what evolved from the Galactic Empire not long after the Second Galactic Civil War almost 100 years earlier, seized upon the opportunity that they'd been given. This was the beginning of the Sith-Imperial War, and after the 3-year conflict, the Sith and Fel Empire emerged victorious. As the Empire took possession of Coruscant, legions of Sith invaded the new Jedi Temple, annihilating those who stayed to fight and causing many Jedi to flee the capital world. When the One Sith conducted their massacre at Ossus not long after, the new Jedi Order collapsed and went into hiding. But while the Fel Empire absorbed the holdings of the Galactic Alliance to become the new galactic government, the Sith unveiled their true aim with the war: the return of Sith dominance over the galaxy. Not long after Roan Fel became Emperor, Darth Krayt and the Sith launched a coup against him, succeeding in overthrowing the Emperor and allowing Krayt to take the Imperial throne for himself. Having succeeded in killing or scattering the leaders of the Galactic Alliance, Fel Empire, and Jedi Order, Krayt rose to become the new Emperor of the galaxy, with the new Jedi Temple on Coruscant falling under his control. The temple was quickly renamed the Temple of the Sith, and Krayt went to work on renovating the structure, removing many of the key features of the former temple. The green transparasteel pyramid that enclosed the stone ziggurat of the temple after its reconstruction 100 years earlier was removed. Further, the 4 additional pyramids that were added during reconstruction were also destroyed. The only new feature to the temple that was added by Krayt was an upper portion at the top of the pyramid, which was enhanced with durasteel and featured large crimson windows positioned in every chamber and hall of this new section. However, there was no peak placed atop the pyramid. Rather, a large hole was created so that the temple could emit a continuous column of smoke instead. The interior of the temple was intentionally kept dark, as its corridors were lit red with the flames of torches positioned throughout the complex. As the busts and statues of the Jedi were removed, Krayt had towering statues of ancient Sith fill the temple. Further, the council spires that featured so prominently while part of the new Jedi Temple were redesigned, wherein the Tower of First Knowledge became Darth Krayt's tower. Demonstrating that the temple was Sith in design and not just name, combat droids roam the hallways of the temple, ready to ambush unsuspecting Sith, and ensuring that every individual within the temple was constantly on edge and vigilant of a potential attack. For 8 years, the temple on Coruscant would be known as the Temple of the Sith, until the dissolution of Darth Krayt's galactic empire, roughly 138 years after the Battle of Yavin. So there we have it, how the One Sith conquered the new Jedi Temple. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel, or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive rewards and discussions. If not for me, for Darth Malady.